Imagine this. You're locked away in a federal prison, separated from your spouse for over 2 years, your glamorous reality TV life a distant memory. Then out of nowhere, a phone call changes everything. For Todd and Julie Chrisley, the larger-than-life stars of Chrisley Knows Best, this wasn't a scripted plot twist, but a real-life bombshell. On May 28, 2025, President Donald Trump signed full pardons, freeing them from their respective prison sentences for bank fraud and tax evasion. The couple, once synonymous with Southern charm and lavish living, walked free after serving just over 2 years. But was this a triumph of justice or a controversial escape from accountability? Buckle up, because this story is a roller coaster of drama, emotion, and polarizing reactions. From conviction to controversy. In June 2022, Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted in Atlanta on 12 counts, including bank fraud, tax evasion, wire fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the United States. The charges stemmed from defrauding community banks out of over $30 million in personal loans, a scheme that unraveled their carefully curated image as real estate tycoons. Todd, 56, faced a 12-year sentence at FMC Pensacola, while Julie, 52, was sentenced to 7 years at FMC Lexington. They reported to prison in January 2023, their USA Network show canceled, their family fractured, and their future uncertain. For 28 months, they couldn't speak to each other. A gut-wrenching reality for a couple married nearly 30 years. Fast forward to May 2025. Their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, 27, a relentless advocate for her parents, received a call from the White House. In a video posted by aide Margot Martin, Trump announced, "Your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope that we can do it by tomorrow." The pardons sparked immediate headlines, with the Chrisleys reuniting the same day they were released. Their first joint public appearance came in a Fox News interview with Laura Trump, aired on My View with Laura Trump on June 28, 2025, alongside Savannah and their son Grayson, 18. The emotional weight of their reunion and the polarizing nature of their pardon set the internet ablaze. Tears, triumph, and turmoil. Picture Julie Chrisley in her cell at FMC Lexington, clutching a prison phone, her heart racing as Savannah's voice crackles through. "He did it. He signed it." Julie later told Laura Trump, "I just started busting out crying. Everyone was looking at me because, unfortunately, most of the news you get in prison is bad news. They're like, 'Are you okay?' I'm like, 'I am. I'm getting out of here.'" Her voice cracked, reliving the moment fellow inmates surrounded her, unsure whether her tears signaled tragedy or triumph. Meanwhile, Todd at FMC Pensacola had a different reaction. When another inmate told him about the pardon, he brushed it off in disbelief, saying, "I didn't believe it until I was walking out the gate." His stoic response puzzled prison officials, but he later explained, "God touched President Trump's heart, and I'm grateful every night I prayed to return to my wife and children." The media fallout was swift and fierce. Outlets like NBC News and USA Today covered the pardons, framing them as a dramatic turn for the embattled reality stars. The Tennessean captured Todd at a Nashville press conference just days after his release, standing beside Savannah, his signature bravado intact. But not everyone was celebrating. Posts on X revealed a divided public. One user, at ReggieGDI2, questioned, "Will they start doing it again? Or have they learned their lesson?" Trump lied when he told MAGA he'd bring law and order back. Others, like at MirrorGirl1, gushed, "This is a great interview with the amazing Chrisley family. Thank you," at RealDonaldTrump. The hashtag #ChrsleyPardon trended, with some praising Savannah's advocacy and others slamming the pardons as preferential treatment for the wealthy and connected. The Chrisleys didn't shy away from the spotlight. Their Fox News interview was just the beginning. They're set to appear on Savannah's podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, and an ABC News special, The Chrisleys, Life After Lockup, aired June 29, 2025. Todd hinted at a transformed perspective, saying, "We're not the same people we were when we went away." Julie, sporting her signature platinum blonde hair again, a transformation her son Chase predicted, reflected on the emotional toll. It was surreal to see Todd again after 28 months. The family's narrative leaned heavily on faith and resilience, with Todd crediting divine intervention and Savannah's relentless fight. A rise, fall, and redemption arc. The Chrisley story is a classic tale of hubris and redemption. Chrisley Knows best ran for 9 seasons on USA Network, showcasing their opulent Atlanta lifestyle and quirky family dynamics. Todd, the outspoken patriarch, and Julie, the poised matriarch, were joined by their children, Chase, 28, Savannah, 27, Grayson, 18, and adopted granddaughter Chloe, 11, plus Todd's children from a previous marriage, Lindsay, 35, and Kyle, 33. Their spinoff, Growing Up Chrisley, further cemented their fame. But beneath the glitz, cracks were forming. In August 2019, a federal grand jury indicted them for defrauding banks and evading taxes, charges that exposed their lavish lifestyle as partly built on fraud. Their 2022 conviction shattered their empire, with over $4.7 million in restitution ordered and their show canceled. Savannah emerged as the family's fierce advocate, using her platform to push for prison reform and her parents' release. Her December 2022 podcast episode revealed her anguish. "I can't move on with my life." Her campaign gained traction, culminating in Trump's pardon, a move some tied to his connection to Lara Trump, who hosted the Chrisleys' first post-prison interview. But the pardon didn't erase the fallout. Sources like Smart News reported the family is mired in debt and turmoil, with Savannah racking up expenses during her advocacy. Family tensions linger, too, with Todd's estranged daughter Lindsay and recovering son Kyle yet to reconcile. Todd also used his platform to critique the U.S. prison system, pointing out its high incarceration and recidivism rates. "We incarcerate more people than any other country, yet we have the highest recidivism rate. What we're doing is not working," he told Lara Trump. His comments sparked debate, with some praising his newfound perspective and others accusing him of deflecting accountability. A relatable yet provocative take. Here's where I get real. The Chrisley story hits hard because it's a stark reminder of how quickly life can unravel. They had it all: fame, wealth, a picture-perfect family, until one bad decision snowballed into a federal conviction. I can't help but feel for Julie, sobbing in that prison cell, or Todd, holding on to faith through 28 months of silence. But let's not kid ourselves. Their crimes weren't victimless. Defrauding banks out of $30 million isn't a small oopsie. It hurt real people. The pardon, while a lifeline for their family, raises questions about fairness. Why them, and not others stuck in the system? It's hard not to wonder if their fame and connections played a role.